know you're not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk, got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top notch. I got that taken to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. In the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The odds on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with to groovy you. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city. I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the brand, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Goes underneath here to White. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Lucky 56.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Detroit!
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Johnson. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So the Patriots coming out now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got it.
And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The safety, Calvin Pryor, is there on the tackle.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gone!
Second down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Now, Barney.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns have taken the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over them. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. Spinning away. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Gun! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
start the drive with a give to White. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Rosen. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And now it's Rosen looking, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Detroit!
They'll run with White. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Rosen looking to throw. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance class.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Detroit! Detroit!
Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Landry. And some room to roam now. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 43 yards. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Marshall. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Watch it now.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Over! Detroit!
Rosen on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season, and the Browns add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Rosen. Gets it to Meredith complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Again, it's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now, here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, That's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And they'll run it here. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! Detroit!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now they try the right side here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Hey. No. Check. Patriot!
From the shotgun. It's Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Gone!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And Dixon has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking him. Big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield down. And able to find Conley. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
No, check. Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. This time, the extra point up and good, and the lead's down to 24. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Again, it's Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a handoff. Johnson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but